Yes, blessed. Let's get it in. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. This is going to be the morning motivation because I haven't smoked marijuana and haven't had the urge. Saints Addiction decided to stop on the splurge and started to purge, baby. Purge myself. I purged myself of fear. But 2 days ago, I was here and I was pumped up. I was pissed. I was pissed enough to miss the bus, is what we say in the South. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the plains land again, you know, empty parking lots, printing an hour. And there it is again, another sunrise, another one. Because that's what ends up happening when you're actually alive. You end up waking up and saying, I'm done sleeping. I'm done sleeping on myself. I'm done sleeping on my dreams. And I need fuel. And the best fuel for the fire is your fear. It's everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And for most of us, it's captivated us. It's taken us by the balls. It's got us by the short and curlies. And we end up getting stuck in our own minds by things we might not even be able to see. I know for facts I'm seeing the sunrise right now, but that's because I got up. I woke up. And everybody wants to be woke. Everybody wants to have all the answers, but nobody wants to go through it. Through the fire, I became hard. You know, I talked about adversity yesterday for people that want to have confidence, want to have shine, want to have the balls to rise. Oh, yes, I love my life! I love my life, man. Making my body do what my mind tells it. Watching myself transform from difficulties. Chiseling my way out day by day just so I can be free from mental slavery. So I don't have to run to some of these jobs. I'm watching these guys running. It's like, fuck, dude, it's early. I already know it's early because the sun's rising. It's telling me what time it is, but it's like early. And some of these guys are already 3 dudes inside of one vehicle sitting next to each other. I saw that. They were wearing their yellow jackets and shit. I was like, damn. What compels you to do that? And I think to myself, fear. That's what usually happens when we run out of answers. We try to fill in the gaps with our minds, right? We'll go inside of our minds and say, okay, you know, that means they might not love me. That means I don't have enough money. It means I have lack. And instead of rising and seeing the shine and seeing the opportunities, we start calculating in our heads what won't work. We are absolutely fantastic at destroying our own dreams. On a regular basis, we will talk ourselves out of things and into others without even really concentrating. So many people, oh, you were at Peru, Machu Picchu. I had to use this example again from the other day, but it's like, yeah, because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to sleep in Cusco on top of the mountains while it's fucking cold and I can see my own breath in my hotel room. When that happened, I had to have a conversation with myself about things that I said I was going to do and getting them done. Then I started to say, what's up with these fucking websites saying you got 400 websites, you got beards on shirts, you got cats on shirts. Why aren't you launching these fucking websites? So I did. At the time, I didn't rationalize it, but I'm like, man, or I did rationalize it. I said, you know, or I didn't calculate it, but I just simply said to myself, if you can make it, thanks, Travis Truck, if you can make it all the way up here, right, you should have no fear. What are you afraid of? I mean, like, really, well, I'm scared. I ain't scared. You're scared to leave your comfort zone. That's a killer in itself. And most people thinking scared has to do with jumping from a plane or climbing that mountain or any mountain at all. There's some adversity, right? There's a challenge to challenge our lives and say, okay, life, this is what I'm gonna need you to do, player. I'm gonna need you to respond in kind to me. You know, I mean, it's shining on us equally, but I need you to respond kindly to me in my dream. I haven't been treating myself with such reverence as the light. I haven't let my light shine on my dreams. I started living darkness. I started living fear. I can calculate both. I can do both. You can too. You can easily put much effort in the shine as we do in the darkness. So many of us only see what's gonna not work. You know, we're only gonna see tragedy, right? Nobody wants to see the triumph that comes from tragedy. Nobody wants to see the secret herbs and spices is failure. And I didn't want to fail. Who wants to? I mean, that's a really short line, but it's actually a really long line for all of us. Somehow, some way, you're going to find out that it's not perfect. It's not promised. It's a very rough life out here, man. Survival's hard. Birth is hard. You're a 1 in 4 trillion. You, us, me. 1 in 4 trillion to have birth on this one planet that just so happens to have an atmosphere. And you can see it pull back the darkness. That's what shine does. It's pulling back the night and showing some light on a situation where you thought it was the darkest before the dawn. And we all do. We all start saying, "Oh, it's gonna be bad, bro. You're gonna lose all your money. She's not gonna love you." I mean, you can play both sides. I mean, every time in your mind going like, well, okay, she didn't love me, but someone will. And there's the new day. Mark, you're too aggressive. Somebody might call me determined. Okay. You got high energy. Well, let me get up earlier. You know, I mean, it just goes to show. I mean, I think it was the military saying where it's like we do more before you even wake up. And I had one friend that hadn't even slept yet trying to get me, where's this morning marijuana motivation? She's sleeping. She's sleeping through her dreams. She's smoking her way through her health. And she's all up in her head, and therefore there's dread up there. Or dreams. Right? I mean, what are we stoking? The fire or the fear? And that's what the fuel is, dude. That's the thing, is so many people get, I call it the human fucking launcher. Womp, womp, womp. They start folding like the Transformers. They just fold it up and scared. They've learned that their hands get burnt on the stove and they stopped cooking. They literally gave up on the dream. And I'm sitting there just like a Las Vegas junkie going all in for the dream. Gnashing, y'all. They performed at the festival. That flopped. Nothing like people that go, that was a bust and I didn't get paid and you suck as a promoter. And I went, wow, this was a really expensive lesson. We're almost in a recession and I'm over here throwing out ducats right before it happens when all the gas prices are at its highest, traveling outside of the state to a place where meth heads were. And the people that were supposed to be my friends don't even answer the phone no more. I know you know what I'm talking about. And that's what we do, right? We go, well, shit, that didn't work out. I didn't get what I wanted out of it, so therefore it must be a failure. And I'd like to say it was a pretty big epic fail on my part in general. Like, I argued with everyone. Apparently that's what I heard. Not everyone, but the people that were on meth. Or the people that were talking shit back to me. Or the people that don't see what I see. I saw me surviving. You know, I wouldn't say it was thriving, but I definitely saw me meeting my own adversity. I could have just stayed down. I could have just stayed scared. I could have said, "Oh well, she didn't love me. My baby's dead. I'm dead," and I pretty much did die. But my dream's still alive, and I'm still alive, and the sun will rise. And then you're gonna have to ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? Most people ain't doing that. They ain't up in the middle of an empty motherfucking parking lot watching the sun rise with me. There'd be like 7 other cars here. But they rather sleep on their dreams. They rather sleep on their whole life. And it's just like, that's scary to me. Scary to me to know that there's only so many days left of rising and so many days left of feeling the sunshine on my skin, or being free and not in prison, or just breathing in general. You know, it's nice to see the green in the trees. It's nice to see the other side of fear. There's something empowering about it. I can only tell you, as the sun penetrates my skin, it starts to make me grow like the plants. You know, it's saying to me, you're growing. These are growing pains. This is the fuel that goes into the fire. You're like, what do you mean? Well, I'm going to ask you, how are you going to start a fire? Most of you guys are going to reach in your pocket, grab your lighter, and use the energy that's captured inside your lighter to start a spark. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, say. I'm like, okay, well, if you don't have a lighter, what are you going to do for the fuel? And you're like, oh, shit. Okay, let me see. Wood's been there for a long time. I'm looking around like, trees ain't it. There ain't no trees around here. That's one of the reasons most people die in Death Valley, is they don't have something to keep them warm, right? They don't have something to keep them alive when the extreme happens. I'm in an extreme climate here. I'm in a place where it gets really hot, or it's about to, and then it gets really cold. Extremes. Is that not life? I mean, we'd all like to order the same package, you know, like, let me just get the number one. Let me keep it simple. That's why they keep it in packages, by the way. So that way you get lazy. And they actually skew the menu so that way you can't read the small print, the cheaper things. It's always just number 1s, number 5s, and little print for all the little details for the value menu. That's on purpose. And same with life. These challenges, right, is literally making us stronger with a purpose. We don't want to see it. We just look at incremental growth. I can almost see like all these palm trees. When they go to buy a palm tree, like especially a thick one, dude, they sell it at $10,000 a foot. $10,000 a foot. 60-foot fucking palm tree. Yeah, that's right. That's $600,000 of a tree. You can see them at the casinos. But we don't see it that way. We don't see all the incremental growth. We don't see how hard it is to get water in the fucking desert. We don't see that it goes inch by inch, growth by growth for all of us, so we can see our incremental growth. Now, when I stare at the sun, I mean, I can tell it's coming up, and you can tell when you're coming up, but it's a very slow process. I mean, it's almost like a sundial's process of just incrementally coming up and making it a reality. And that's when I started to talk to myself. And when am I going to make it to a reality? You willed Machu Picchu. You say, I ain't never been. It was that simple. People are like, how do you get these trips going? Like, well, I got invited. You know, my friend's in Spain. I'm like, fuck, man, there's an empty house there I could just stay in. I've never been to Spain. I'd love to see Mallorca. It's right next to Ibiza. It's one of my dreams. Okay, do it. Also, one of my dreams is before I die is to see all the 7 ancient wonders of the world. I got 2 to go. And after Rome and after the Egyptian pyramids, I probably got more in me. Why not? I want to see things. I watched my video over and over again. Most people, they just kind of looked at it. Some people said, I'm sorry to hear about your son. Some people didn't even look at all. That's life, man. That's us. We're going to either take the punches or start swinging back. And most people that I know, They stay down on the canvas. They stay down on the mat. They're just knocked out by life. They got divorced, thought they could never love again. They get mad, think they can't be happy again. They get hungry, and then they don't know how to feed themselves. And that's just what I see. I'm seeing these situations transpire with all of us. It's just, what are we doing with our time on this planet? And if it isn't about growth, then you're missing the point. You're missing that this is one very special planet. There's nothing else we've seen in all the universe with all our technology, AI, and sending billions of satellites out there. We're the only one with water. It's the only thing that matters, especially when you're out in the desert. You're just like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. Earth, wind, and fire, baby. That fire. This is it. This is a fire. This is a live fire fusion out in the sky, giving us constant free energy. Isn't that amazing? Look how amazing this is. Good morning, brother. Thanks for watching. Bless up. That's what's so cool about the fire. You know what I mean? It's like, it's got to be inside of us. When you're watching now, and I appreciate it, but when we're starting to do the analytics, I got 2 guys on the case now. We're going to start blowing up the channel, but I just did the work. Like, I don't go in there and edit it. I don't have a fucking sound stage. I don't have $10,000, $20,000 in equipment. I don't have a green screen behind me. I just got this light inside me and said, fuck that. Okay? Like, you want to leave me and not love me? Fuck that. Someone will. I'm going to start loving me. Like, looking around. Like, empty parking lot, bro. Pretty much like yours. Yeah, go to the empty parking lot and say, what do I want? And then manifest it. Manifested that car. Kind of like the plane landing right over there. I manifested that car right there. I said, it's going to match my logo. That's my future. It's going to match something in my life. Just like somebody that's going to love me is going to match my life, and your dream's going to match yours, and it's going to respond in kind. It's not easy. It's going to make you cry. It's going to push you further than you thought you could ever go before, but that's boldly going to all these places in this planet, in this universe. We're boldly growing and boldly growing. We're growing in places we didn't think we could reach, and much just like these palm trees, it's going all the way up. People want to go up, but they don't want to grow up. They don't want to glow up either. They just want to kind of maintain the same attitude. And I can tell you for sure that your attitude's going to determine your altitude. And anybody that's ever gone up in altitude knows there's not a lot of oxygen up there. There's not a lot of options. I think it was just somewhere in Italy, some people, because of global warming, a big old ice shelf fell and killed like 6 fucking climbers. I sure hope they rose that day. I don't know if I'm going to die today. I don't. You don't know if you're going to die today, but are you going to for sure work on your dream? Are you going to go all in for the dream? Are you going to make yourself scream? Are you going to make yourself grow? Are you going to make yourself shine? Most people, they can just run from the light. They can run for shade, run for shadows and shit, and look for things that scare them and keep them scared. And that's unfortunate because there's so much out there that's so awesome to see. So much things that I want to see. Like, people want to see me, like, moving slow, or principal goes in and they start coming around. Yeah, I'm the first one in the parking lot, homie. I'm the first one to say a dream can be a reality. Again, there's so many things that are going to be fearful. You're going to be like, I got no money. Cool, you got the work, though. Like, yeah, I got the effort. When people go, oh, you didn't work while you were overseas, I'm like, fuck you. My stepdad tried to minimize my hard work. It pissed me off so bad. And I was like, hold up. You think I don't know how to stop smoking weed? You think I'm just some kind of loser smoker that I just didn't pull 10 months at my shirt shop from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., 12 hours a day for 10 months straight? Yeah, bro, I lived in the back of a shop with a little bit of light. And they still stole my stuff. I lost my equipment, put in 15 grand in rent. Over 10 months, you pay 1,500. That's 15 G's. And another 10 G's in the festival. And another 25 grand in my business. And another 50 grand into that shop. And then like, you can do quick math. That's almost like $100,000. I'm like, fuck. Most people are like, oh shit, man, that's $100,000. I'm like, oh shit, man, that's how much I make a year, or what I'm used to making a year. That's the level I'm on. I'm on like, why is this thing not on millions? I got a million ideas and a million push-ups to put the effort behind it. People just don't want to work for it, man. It's tough because it's going to make you change. They're going to want to hold on to the same and expect different results. They're going to literally go like, yo, this is just something I hope's going to happen. Motherfuckers do that all the time, and they only got no rationale to it too. It's like, well, how's that going to happen? Because I deserve it. And you're like, you mean earn it? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you correctly. The shine was too loud. Would you say earn it? Yeah, bro, you're going to have to earn it. And if you want to ask me what my success has cost me, it's cost me my sanity, right? Let's keep it real. I put my fucking whole heart in the game. It's cost me my family. They don't understand me. I'm the black sheep. They don't want to fucking see me shine because that would prove them wrong. And that's exactly what I love to do, is prove them wrong. You don't want to see me smoke weed? No problem, bro. It's been a whole week. That's how fast it is. I started thinking in my head, at the end of this month, there's going to be Champs Convention, which is really big for me. It's the largest weed convention. It's Summer's Champs. I was at Winter's Champs in February. Now it's July. End of July, all the people of the weed industry are going to be there. And all of a sudden, they're going to see me blazing, down 40 pounds. Like, what the fuck just happened to you? Oh, man, I've just been working out for the last couple months. What? That's how fast it happens, bro. That's how fast we spend time. It's been a couple months. You're like, oh, shit. And I thought about it, and I was like, this is what it looks like after 30 days. This is what it feels like after 60 days. You start applying yourself, like, what is it, 90 days to create a new habit? Yeah, wear something new to yourself. And my buddy just tried it too. I said, do something different, bro. Try not masturbating. Really crazy, Saint. Try some self-control. Stop giving your juices and your flow over to the fear. You don't want to fucking masturbate? Go get somebody to help you masturbate. You don't have to touch yourself no more. You can find someone to touch you. You can find someone else to enjoy that moment with, that energy with. We tend to fucking get scared. We're all alone. Most of us are finger flicking our ways through life. And it's like, man, I got to get off this phone. That's just real, bro. Just get off the motherfucking phone. People are like, I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen because I'm making it happen. I'm saying I'm getting up earlier so I can shine. I'm getting up earlier so I have more of my own time. All I'm saying is I'm alive. All I'm saying is I love my life. Trying to catch these motherfuckers. There he is, right there. I love my life. Somebody has to hear it. Somebody has to feel it. And someone has to live it. And it's more than just lip service. It has to be worked on. Most people, they're just going to keep talking. They're just going to keep watching. Whatever, bro. Look, he's still staring. Look, I'm pointing at you, staring at me. Look, he's just staring at me. That's what people do. They just stare and watch. And you're like, yeah, watch me, bro. Watch me climb Machu Picchu. Stare at me while you go into another building and give away your life. I'm the free one that started my own business, and I'm going to walk away from this parking lot in about 6 minutes, and I'm going to start going back to life. Back to life, back to reality, back to all the dreams. Yeah, man, I got friends that are not afraid to sing. It's been inspiring. He's got his whole family in it. He started singing in the shower, and he said, Mark, I was so fucking scared, bro. This guy sings in the biggest choir I know in Utah. Like a big-ass choir. Like it's a full-on production. This shit's fucking amazing. And that's what it's going to take. Are you willing to sing inside of a shower? Are you willing to do what makes you afraid while people stare at you? Are you going to be willing to do things because they judge you? You're going to have to get over that shit. You're going to have to get brave. He's not paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not raising me up. My fire comes from within. And that's the source I wanted us all to have. Source. There's source in the shine. There's an ability for us to rise. There's ability for us to change our game in our minds and start using that fear for fuel and go, okay, that's another log on the fire. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long night. Have you ever been cold and you needed more firewood? That's what fear's for. Seriously. When you're tired, hungry, lonely, all that stuff, man, the whole HALT system. Hungry, angry, tired, and lonely, right? If you don't know about the HALT system, there it is, all 4 things. We do these things when we're all hungry. When you're hungry, it's going to get you off your ass. You could be comfortable all day on the fucking couch, but it's like, hey, yo, I made some food. You got to come up and go get it. You'll go up and go get it. And there's another fucking plan coming in. And that's what we do. You're angry? People don't understand you? Even better, bro. That's another log on the fire. That's more fuel for the fire. And that's what's so awesome about it, is that we end up being inside of ourselves going like, oh man, life's beating me. You know, life's beating me. Let me be homeless and listen to my music and just go for walks. Maybe take the fucking phone out your mouth, take the AirPods out and sit still. Be still enough. Be still, my heart, is what they used to say. Be still enough to have conversations with yourself. Close your eyes tight, breathe deep, and say, what am I afraid of? Why am I not doing what I need to do? And that's what happened to me in Machu Picchu. I sat there and was just like, bro, you just willed yourself on top of 17,000 feet elevation. Why aren't you starting your websites? I don't know, man. There's money and da-da-da-da-da-da. No more excuses. You made it all the way here. And it's just like I start shutting down the talk and the chatter, and I start working. I'm like, dude, let's do this, this, and this, and this. You said you wanted to get on top of this mountain. You said you wanted to do this show. I'm almost up to 1,000 videos. Straight up, bro. And I don't know what's about to happen in the future because I'm not a future provider. I'm not clairvoyant. But if I'm a betting man here in Las Vegas, I'll tell you what, I bet on me. I bet on my ability to find friends that got my back and help me with these videos. Thank you, Josephus. I also have the ability to get on Fiverr and go through some experts till I find someone that I can trust to make my dream come a reality. I'm gonna put experts on it, bro. I don't have to be the expert at everything. I just have to try at everything. I have to put effort into everything. That's just simple. Let's put a little light on it. Let's put a little shine on it. Let's go. Let's say, hey, launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Houston, we have liftoff. And that's all it was, is find myself on the precipice. Ran out of money, but I'm still there. And you're just like, how did you do it? I'm like, I just did it, dude. I took the fear and I made it my fire. I'm literally telling you, you're going to need fuel. What's the guy I was watching? He was on Mars. This is a fake ass shit, but Matt Damon or whatever. But he had to build it drip by drip. You know, he used his science. He started using his mind, especially when I get scared. I go, okay, come on, Mark, make this thing work. Make this dream work. I was so happy in South Thailand. I almost said South Korea. That was prison. Was not happy about that. And I didn't want it to happen. And it changed me. And I didn't want the abortion to happen, but it changed me. And all the things that ended up looking like failure ended up making me stronger. I didn't know it was the secret herbs and recipes. Most people think it's love. It's usually made out of love, but it's not the secret herb and recipe. The secret herb and recipe is all the failure that came before it. Most people don't want to see that. They want to see the polished thing. They're like, oh, it's the perfect sandwich. No, McDonald's wasn't perfect. This motherfuckers end up losing their own idea. By Ray Kroc, he came and stole it. He saw the potential. He was like, we got a franchise worldwide. They're like, get out of here. This is our restaurant. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you don't see. And that's what it's going to be like when people don't see you or see your vision or see how you operate. They're like, you don't see. The point is that you're the one that's only got to see. You're the only one that's got to grow. You're the seed. There's the shine and a little bit of water and love right on time. So for all of you that got the dream, don't let it die around you, right? Don't let your dreams be at the foot of your bed talking about, man, he could have been. He would have with this life. Nah, man, he did exactly what he said he was going to do. And he had the balls to do it. My grandma's proud of me, man. I don't tell other people's stories. My great aunt Marlene, she's proud of me, smiling from up above. She traveled the world too. And that's the best part, is I'm not telling someone else's story. I'm telling mine. And you can start your own channel and start telling yours. I highly encourage you to live a life that's worth telling a story about. I highly encourage you to stop telling other people's stories and living your way through fucking, what are they called? Celebrities or popular people or whatever the fuck. That's not your life. Your life is your own. Your life is what you make it. And most of us, we're afraid to take it. We're like, I don't know what's going to happen. Me neither, bro. That's the fun part. We don't know how long you're going to live. Exactly. Get to know. Get ready for liftoff and landing, bro. That's what I'm trying to encourage people to see. It's just like, look, it's a motivation thing. It's the thing that you go, okay, I know it's scary. I know it's hot, but I'm going to have to go in the direction of this light right here, player. I'm going to have to go in the direction of my dreams. East side, you know, with the sun, right? You know, like this is that rise and shine. Always. It's not just sometimes. The first name hustle, last name always, bro. I got it now inside of me. I'm still climbing the mountain. I'm still at 37,000 feet elevation because I kept climbing. I went up to that mountain, 17,000 feet elevation, had to come on back down. That's 3,400 feet. Okay. Go back to Vegas. Okay. Come up with another trip. Okay. Make it work. Make yourself work. Will it? Make it so. You didn't make this sun rise, but you can make yourself rise. And that's the power of it. Join the planetary powers, bro. Join 200. Wait, is that 200 million miles away? That's 200 million miles away. Or is Mars is one of the, anyway, you got the phone, go figure it out. How far away did that light have to travel to hit me right now to warm me up and warm this whole planet up? To shine out the darkness. That's how much power is out here. That's how much power we have. It's time that we reach inside of ourselves and say, where's my power? Where's the thing that makes this heart beat? Where's the thing that makes me shine? And right on time, grab it and say, you know what? This is me. This is my life. This is my life, homie. You decide yours. And you're making a decision. And like I said yesterday, you can watch the video. Bing! These decisions are usually based off of feelings. And if we're feeling scared, guess what our results will be? But like I told my homie, use that fuel, man. Thank your fear. Because it's going to push you into positions that you never thought you could ever survive. I never thought I was going to survive South Korean prison. I was like, that's it. Fucked up my life. I never thought I was going to survive this abortion. I was like, for sure fucked up my life. I should take my life. And then I was like, you're going to throw away all the hard work, all the 1,000 videos, because one hoe didn't love you? Because one baby didn't make it? I started listening to brave people, women that actually had miscarriages before their babies. Like, yo, bro, we had 2 miscarriages before we had Kayla. I was like, what? Yeah, man. And Kayla's beautiful. I watched her grow. And you were like, I wouldn't exchange her for the world. Well, they had exchanged 2 other babies for 1. And women used to have 4 or 5 babies because 2 of them weren't going to make it. Or she wasn't going to make it. But you won't hear that risk from the abortion people. Nah, man, I just want to have my sex and eat it too. Bro, you are going to have to weigh it out inside of yourself. You're going to have to reach inside yourself and say, what's worth it to me? What am I willing to let go of XYZ habit, stagnant, repetitive fucking bullshit that we're on, right? Habit, you know, and then go like, okay, I'm going to exchange this for this. I literally said Saints Addiction because I knew I had to give up something. I had to leave Las Vegas to get away from cocaine, dog. And I found travel. That was my new addiction. I was like, smells better than cocaine. Feels better than cocaine. I'm glad I made this decision. No more cocaine. Okay, cool. Other people all powdered up, probably right now, crusted up, trying to find their happy, going like, where'd all the girls go? Where'd your dream go? That's all it is, dude. What are you married to? Are you married to the shine? Are you married to the darkness, dude? And it's always about time. How much time do I spend on my dreams than my fears? How much time do I put into the work than the talk? How many times do I stop worrying and start working? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, man, I got nowhere else to go but the gym. I got no girlfriend. That's my new girlfriend. I'm dating her now. So we're steady. Me and her, we got a nice little relationship. It's called my health, my my motivation, okay? You know, my ability to apply myself, bro. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about the morning motivation, it's like, this is me applying myself. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. Now I'm up 1,000 videos. Now I'm up and I'm at them. And when I'm up and at them, I'm in the game, and at least I'm fighting against those other forces. The ones that didn't want me to shine. The ones that wanted me to stay crumbled up and in fear. Like, oh, no, what happened to me? What's happening to me is I'm changing. That's what's happening to me. I'm down 30 pounds for the crown. That's right. That's right. Those are bumps. And where do those bumps over lumps, homie? Like these are the 6-packs over the 6-packs, or the 8-pack or 12-pack, or how many other fucking packs of fucking alcohol we swallowed instead of our dream. One of the chicks, I swallow all my children. You sure did. And you swallowed your pride. And you swallowed your dignity. And you swallowed your future. Keep being braggadocious. Like, I do what I want when I want. Exactly, dude. I'm a lot of like that. But I'm also doing the things to let me get to do what I want. And that means getting up early. I was watching it the other day, but they say it correctly. It's like, you know, we watch it just like that in chess. The king's got to move one square at a time. The queen gets to float all the way across. The man had to earn that yacht, going to work every day, a grind, an application, a plan, and go like, okay, I didn't just land here. The king didn't just land to win on the chessboard. He moved one piece at a time, very calculating, so that way they could make the win happen. You know, that's what happened. You get on the yacht because you sent an Instagram photo of your butt. You didn't have to earn it, and you're not going to respect it. All of a sudden, there's a price to pay when the NBA players want to take your phone and make you sign an NDA. I didn't really want to have sex with that guy. Well, guess what? You're on the boat. That's what happened when people get the yachts. You know about the sex islands? You know how these fucking pedophiles do? They fly them out. They get what they want. And they can stay corrupt. But you don't have to stay corrupt with them. These young girls, I didn't have a father figure. I didn't have any money. Good. Because your value, just like the sun, is inside you. No one's going to tell you your dollar amount. No one's going to be able to just help you out. Help yourself out, bro. Get your hands out. Get them up. Put them up. Protect yourself at all times, homie. That's what it's gonna take. And everybody got their hands out. Like, yo, just give it to me. I can't. I'm giving it to you right now. Look at the shine. It's in my hand. I'm giving it to you. Someone screenshot this, please. Send this to me. I'm giving it to you right now. There it is. It's right in your hands. But most of you put a phone in it. Most of you put your head in it and slept it off. You know? Most of you jerked it off. That's what's happening to our dreams. It's right there in front of us, and yet we just didn't grab it. We gave it away to social media. We gave it away to our fears and constantly keep a cage in our minds. And I just said, free your mind. Free your mind. That's not real. That fear, that pain, that's not real. That's growth. You're misconstruing it. I kept telling people that. You're like, you know, I'm alcohol. That's not alcohol. That's synthetic dopamine. They're not even receptors in our brains for alcohol. There is for cannabinoids, but that's a whole nother discussion. But my point is that there's no place here for fear. You need to burn that bitch on the log. You're like, hey, the fire's getting low. I'm going to need more fear. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm going to need more firewood. That's what I just said. You're like, oh, fear firewood? Or fearwood? Okay, let's call it fearwood. It's not firewood anymore. It's fearwood. It's the fire inside of us. We're miscalculating it and misdefining that. That's fire. That's ignition. That's fuel. And most people said, no, that's just shit, bro. It's mierda, as they say in Portuguese and Spanish. It's mierda. It's not shit, bro. I'm telling you right now, they use buffalo chips to start fires because there was no wood on the Great Plains. It was all switchgrass. And you can't burn switchgrass for long to stay on fire, but you can burn a brick of shit from a buffalo. What? Yeah, bro. It's all dried around you. You're looking at piles of shit surrounding you, and you go, oh, my life's a big pile of shit. Guess it's time to burn. And you're like, yeah, dude, it's time to burn. It's time to earn, and it's time to learn. And you got all the time that I do to make that shit happen, man. Make that shit happen, man. That's this conversation this morning. You're surrounded by shit, burn it. You don't have the relationship you want, earn it. You don't have the fucking the money to make it, go create it. And that's just all I'm telling people. It's just like, well, what's the excuses, man? There's a job here right now. I look around and it's like, shit, man, look at all these fucking trailers. I'm sure they're gonna need to print. That looks like a successful business. How hard is it for me to go in there and hand them my flyer, say, hey, I'm Mark, I'm with Print in an Hour. If you need any print, let me know. It's that simple. I don't just deliver business cards. I talk to all the businesses around the place I deliver to. You're like, what? Not both 107 degrees out. So what? I got to get the information out. It's going to be 107 regardless today, but am I going to be a part of it? Or am I going to hide? Oh, I'm going to stay by the air conditioner. Miss America ain't going to come knocking on your door offering you free blowjobs, bro. She's not going to just be like, oh, here you go. Here are those panties. No. Most women wait for the winners and fuck them in the end. Truth be told, right? They're not part of the process. They don't want to be part of the process. They want to be part of the outcome. And that's why motherfuckers be talking shit, because they weren't there when you started to grow. From the shit. Like most things that are composted, right? Like literally composted from the shit. The old ends. You can replant your old carrot ends. You can replant your old lettuce ends. You can use the seeds from your tomatoes. It's not the end. It's only the end when you tell yourself it's the end. You can be like, oh shit, this is my next couple tomatoes. I was so grateful when I had a backyard, dude, and I was growing cantaloupes. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, I ate this thing but 6 weeks ago, and this seed's starting to feed me again. This fire is starting to fuel me up. This fear is literally the firewood. And I just started to see it like that. I went, okay, I'm getting scared. Perfect. That's going to get the most out of me. I hear from athletes all the time. He was my biggest challenge. Like, he pushed me to do things. You're like, why'd you make that move? I remember I was a basketball guy, and he's like, because the defense made me do it. Like, I wouldn't have faded back if he didn't stretch out. I wouldn't have got up so early if I wasn't stressed out. And I wouldn't have been able to do this show if I didn't start to grow. And that's a simple put. So when you all inside your head, and you all inside your feelings, and you all inside your mind, start to tell everything what the fuck to do, bro. Sorry, but you motherfucker, yeah, you little childhood memory. Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm 40 years old, man. I'm not a child no more. Get the fuck out, get out of the picture. It's almost like taking your selfie. You want yourself to look good in front of the camera, right? But you won't do good in front of your life. Everybody starts sparking up, hey, selfie time, Kanye face, right after, and you're just like, is that what you want, bro? You made it to the top of the Billboard charts and you can't even smile? Fuck that. I don't even like the way that looks. Oh, but you can buy Balenciaga. And I'm like, you don't even know how to spell Balenciaga. You didn't even make that. I made my own brand. I started importing Sure Brand shirts. People were like, oh man, these are awesome. I knew that 10 years ago. When they first started, I was like, yes, man, these spiritual kind of tees with the cut off sleeves. How'd that happen? Let's go to the factory. You know what? Yeah, dude, I'm sitting around in Bangkok. Let me save up some of my cash. And one of these weekends, I'm going to go down to the factories in Wang Huy and Yai. Yeah, that's what the stop is. Wang Huy and Yai. It's a whole little area in Thailand. That's where they make stuff. There's a leather goods area. There's a cotton area. Much like China, they made these little things very calculated. Like here, this is going to be the bathroom city. Everything in here is how they make toilets and toiletries. You're like, no shit? Yeah, they're very organized like that. And you're just like, man, where's my organization? Where's my accumulation? If we're talking about investments, you know, my brother would tell you it's all about compound interest. Well, I'm compounded. And I have an interest. And because I put the energy into that, it grows. Much like a bank account should. I'm over here without impulse control and I'm wondering where all my money went. Well, probably it's the convenience store because it was so convenient to have my cigarettes. It was so convenient to just hand my money over to a guy smiling at me while I'm smiling at him, going like, hey, at least I got a weed. And he's like, I just got money for weed. I got money for a plant. I didn't grow it myself. I didn't apply myself. I didn't stop smoking for 6 months and grow it, put my money into the seeds so I could keep growing it. No, I wanted the quick release. I let him do it, and I gave him my money so he could, so he could be free instead of me. And that's why I stopped smoking weed. It wasn't anything else other than I wanted my own motivation back, bro. I wanted my own energy back. That's why I stopped masturbating. I wanted to retain semen retention. I wanted the fuel. I need that shit. It's almost like a fighter before the big night. Sure, there's gonna be bitches knocking on the hotel door, but they ain't bitches knocking before when you're running at 5 a.m. They're not out here. Again, they only want to fuck the winners, dude, and they want to meet you at the finish line. I want you to smell the finish line. I want you to smell what it feels like after you ran the 4 miles, after you're exhausted and your lungs are on fire and your legs are going to fall off and everything you've given from inside crosses the line. That's what's amazing. It's so cool to be able to do that, dude. It's so cool to be able to say, I willed it, bro. I can look you in your face and say, I willed it. I said I'm going to go to Machu Picchu. I did the damn thing. I said I'm going to go to fucking the Great Wall of China, and now I'm on top of it, and it shocked my life. It changed my whole reality. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. And I'm not just talking about New York. I'm talking about mentality, and saying to myself, self, you're going to do this. You're going to rise up when the sun comes up in the morning. You're going to start your days earlier. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to start eating healthier. You're going to put down the sugars and start picking up the shine. Shine over sugar, baby. It's the sugar show. Yeah, I mean, sugar's fun and all, but it dissipates. Much like our addictions. They're so convenient, but then they disappear so fast. You're like, ooh, chocolate, thanks for helping out. Gone. Where'd that Snickers go? 230 calories? It went pretty fast. I'll tell you exactly where it went. Around your waist. Just like the fast food. It ain't convenient. It's going around your heart. And these are the things that we don't want to see. We just want to stay stagnant. We want to stay docile. We want it to be comfortable. We want everyone else to think that we got our shit together and that we just all appeared with our hairs all curly. You see the girls that push their hair to the side and leave like a strip in the back? That's self-consciousness. She spent more time on her makeup and more time on where her placement of her hair is than placement of where her mind is. Instead of sitting there in the chair and getting ready to be in front of film or in front of other people or in front of her dreams, literally like the Wonder Woman pose I used to tell people, let me get the car in it, you know, like Donna Karan would get in her Wonder Woman pose. I'm about to get in front of the fucking CEOs, yo. I'm the CEO and I'm about board members. I got people to talk to. I need to get my mind, body, and soul right. But first thing we did was just like, first, let me check my messages. Oh, but first, let me get a coffee. Hold on a second. I'm almost there. Like, no, bitch. This is military style. This is get up. A grenade's underneath your bed. You need to move, soldier, move. People don't want to do that. That's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to do Hell Week. No one wants to do it for 2 weeks, 2-a-days. Nobody wants to do run sprints at 5 a.m. or be out in the sunshine, but you will. You will be loved. You will be loved. That's what we got to do. We got to put love into our lives, man. We got to start using that fuel as fire. And everybody's like, there it is, man. I didn't know that these feelings that were starting to make me grow were making me a better man, a more awake and aware human. And that's what I wanted people to be. I wanted them to find the shine. I wanted it to be right on time and just see that they can make their lives their own reality. You don't have to talk shit to me. You don't have to tell me what I've done with my weed or my time or my effort. That's not for you to judge. It's only for you to motivate yourself. That's it. It's not external, it's internal. And the moment you said it's meant to be, it's up to me. I said I was going to do something, therefore it got done. And if you got anything out of this message, then you got Saints Addiction too. That's what it is. I just switched up my addictions. I literally said I don't want that thing to have power over me. I wanted to have power over myself. And now I am. I'm self-empowered. So all my heart from the start, it's your boy Marky Saint, finding his shine. I want you to have it every time. And if you got anything out of this message, like, share, and subscribe. Right on below so everybody else knows what time it is. It's time for you to grow. And I want you to wake up and stay woke. and be able to shine every time. So that's my message. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side. Ciao.